Thank you.
Sri MB Rajesh.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity. It's really unfortunate that the concerned minister is not here to listen to this debate. It's really unfortunate. And
Yes, come.
okay. Sir, I rise to oppose the Insurance Laws Amendment Bill 2015, moved by the Honorable Minister of State for Finance, because this bill will lead to disinvestment and privatization of our insurance sector. And this is detrimental to the national interest, and this will have serious consequences in the future. Sir, this will further deregulate the financial sector, including the insurance sector. The whole world, the entire world has experienced the disastrous consequences of deregulation, and the economic meltdown, which started in 2007-8, is the direct fallout of reckless speculation by the private insurance companies and financial agencies in United States. Sir, this lesson should have taught us that we should have strengthened the public sector in insurance and financial sector, and we should have strengthened regulation within the financial sector. But unfortunately, the government has not learned the proper lesson from the financial meltdown and the consequent recession, which started from United States and then spread to Europe and throughout the globe. So this move by the government will lead to further deregulation. At the same time, the need of the hour is further regulation, more stringent regulation, because the Indian financial sector was comparatively less affected at the time of this global financial meltdown, only because the public sector was, the presence of public sector was strong in India, and we had much better, strong regulatory system. And the government, instead of strengthening this public sector and regulatory system, the government wants to dismantle the public sector and regulatory system. The global financial meltdown was, as I said, was a result of reckless speculation, and this bill will pave the way for this reckless speculation, and this will invite the same insurance companies and financial agencies which had caused this kind of meltdown, this kind of disastrous consequences in US and Europe. Sir, our financial sector was restricted. There was restricted entry to our financial sector for these foreign players and foreign investment. That is why we remain immune, comparatively immune from the disastrous consequences of financial meltdown. Sir, most of the big insurance companies in United States, whether it is AIG, the biggest insurance company in the world, or whether it is NIG, ING, or Aegon, all these big insurance companies which had caused this financial crisis are now surviving on huge bailout packages by the governments of the respective countries. And sir, now we are opening the gates for these very bankrupt and corrupt companies into Indian financial sector. Now we are inviting them to Indian financial sector, and this is definitely not in the interest of our country, but this will serve their interest. The government of India, led by the BJP, led by Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is giving access to these bankrupt financial companies and insurance companies to Indian financial markets. Sir, this will act as additional bailout packages for these bankrupt companies like AIG and ING and this Aegon. So you are serving their interests, and you are providing them additional bailout packages at the cost of our country, at the cost of the people of India. So that is why we are opposing all those arguments which are put forward on behalf or which are put forward in defense of this bill, in defense of opening up a financial sector, are bogus and absurd. Why? The Indian insurance companies, argument number one is that Indian insurance companies are short of resources. Hence, we need wealthy foreign partners. We are required of, wealthy foreign partners are required. This argument is baseless. Most of the Indian private insurance companies, as we all know, are subsidiaries of big corporate houses like Tata, Birla, Reliance. All these big corporate houses are sponsoring, or they are backing this, most of the private Indian insurance companies. They have sound financial base, and they are even making big ticket takeovers abroad. So, sir, I will be concluding in 3-4 minutes. So please don't interrupt, sir. Sir, so the real intention is to facilitate entry of these very bankrupt and corrupt financial insurance companies to Indian markets. Sir, secondly, the argument which we have been listening time and again is of low insurance penetration. This is not fact, sir. This is factually incorrect. The insurance penetration, this argument also does not hold water, because we have LIC. LIC have a penetration of 3.1. In India, life insurance have a penetration rate of 3.1. It's comparable favorably with United States. It is 3.2 in US, 2.9 in Canada, and 3.1 in Germany. So that argument is absurd, and it has no base at all. Sir, second, another argument is that we need technological upgradation. That is also baseless, because Indian insurance companies are highly developed, having sound technological base. So that argument also does not hold water. Sir, operational efficiency. Operational efficiency of public sector insurance companies are acclaimed internationally. Even the World Economic Forum has acclaimed the operational efficiency of Indian public sector insurance companies. So then, why should the government want to dilute the ownership of public sector insurance companies, general insurance companies? The settlement ratio. The settlement ratio is also comparable to the international standards. Sir,
they are the only people opposing.
Settlement ratio is also comparable with the international standards. So claim rejection ratio of LIC is only 1%, sir. It's compared to 20 to 33% for most of the private insurance companies in the life insurance sector. So 85% of the life insurance business by private companies with foreign partners is in the form of ULIP. So all these arguments, whether it is penetration, whether it is operational efficiency, whether it is settlement ratio, all these arguments are false arguments. These arguments don't have any base. So what is the real intention? The real intention is to open up the Indian financial sector for the crisis-ridden foreign insurance players, foreign insurance companies. So that is why we are opposing this bill. And because of paucity of time, I don't want to go into other details. More complex issues are also associated with this. Because of paucity of time, I don't want to go into all those details. Sir, for the last few years, this issue has been opposed strongly by the movement of insurance employees and financial sector employees. The entire trade union movement in the country has backed this protest against the opening up of insurance sector and financial sector in the country. Already many agitations and strikes have been happened. Now again, 1.5 lakh employees and officers of insurance sector companies are going on strike action to protest against such retrograde move by the government, and they announced their firm resolve to go for indefinite action in the event of the government do not retrace its step. In the event of government do not retreat from their attempt. Sir, I would like to, so finally, I would like to urge upon the government to read the possible consequences of their retrograde move. Why they are pushing for this bill, we don't understand. If they are holding the interest of our country, they should not have brought such a bill. And when the earlier government, UPA 2, when the UPA 2 brought this bill, clause 28, the original bill had a clear provision in clause 28, and now the finance minister has done away with that clause also. Oh, this is I'm concluding. This is also with an ulterior motive of helping these foreign insurance companies. So, sir, I would like to urge the government pardon? Yeah. I would like to urge the government to withdraw the bill, and also I appeal them to desist from pushing through this bill in the interest of our country. The whole nation, as they always say, the whole nation is watching us, and after a few years, the people will realize the real consequences, and you will have to pay the price. So unless you don't want to be impeached by the history, you please desist from pushing through this bill. With these words, I conclude. Thank you very much.